Barcelona win 3-0 in a game which looked tough on paper. I was thinking, you know what? Osasuna's got something for me. Osasuna. I mean, listen, Barcelona's missing a couple key players. You know what I mean? Rafinha and Araujo did not get there in time. You know what? There might be a possibility because they're playing 2 games in 3 days. We might see something. Nah, fam. Wallah, 2-0 after like 30 minutes. Wallah, Barca said, just put the Hey Watch along in the bag. You know what I mean? Put the Hey Watch in the bag. Why the hell were you watching? What's the point of you wasting your time? And what's the point of Osasuna even being there, fam? Listen, let's talk about everything. Let's talk about the first half. Let's talk about the second half. Let's talk about the lineup. Let's talk about player performances. And let's talk about Hey One of the match. Before we start, you guys already know what time it is. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are, of course, new to the channel. And, of course, comment your own thoughts about the game and what you made of the game. All right. Listen. Chat. I mean, listen. Where should we start? Where the hell should we start? I mean, should we start? You know what? You know why sometimes it pisses me off when teams do this? If you have 25 possession, 0 expected goals, 0 shots on target, 0 big chance missed, and 0 big chance missed, why are you playing? What's the point of playing? What's the point of you even being there? Why do you exist? Why are you here? I mean, what exactly, what's the use of coming to the stadium and doing what you're doing and traveling? By the way, I checked it. It takes about 5 hours for you to travel from Osasuna to Barcelona. If you're a fan as well, like you're spending £100, €100 to basically take an Uber, or like 40 or 50 euros to take a train to watch this nonsense in the first half. And the first half performance on Barcelona was very good. Was very, very, very good. I mean, a lot of players impressed. Pedro was good. Frankie was good. Lamine Yamal was good. Balde was good. And defense had nothing really much to do in the first half. Of course, couple great goals. The goal by Ferran Torres. Assist by Balde. Great assist by Balde. And of course, the goal by Dani Olmo. A bit annoying. I mean, first of all, the first penalty itself, it wasn't really, in my opinion, a penalty. Let's be real. Okay, put the bias in the bag. I know, in terms of the rules of the game, it's a penalty because there was contact. But it's not like the goalkeeper of Osasuna, Herrera. It's not like he was directly looking for contact. It was more like, bro, he just stood still and Dani Olmo was looking for the contact. They called it a penalty. Got saved. Ball don't lie. The ball doesn't lie. And then they want to retake it because one of the players who cleared it intervened and stepped into before Dani Olmo shot the penalty, and they retook it. Again, in terms of the rules of the game, that is a retake. But this is what I don't understand sometimes. We see a lot, and I repeat, muy a lot of players always stepping in, always running before the person taking has actually shot. But it never gets retaken. But now they want to decide to retake it because Barcelona missed a penalty. Really? But I think the second goal is very important to highlight. You know what? I'll highlight it in terms of the best players. After, of course, I speak about the second half. The second half, I mean, listen, Osasuna had a couple chances. To be fair, full shots. 2 of them was good chances, to be fair. 2 of them, it was the header, which went off target. It was the header like, from the free kick from the side. Great header, but a great delivery, by the way. That header should have been on target. Completely missed. And there was the 2 chances which Eric Garcia very well intercepted inside the box. They tried to, of course, score that first goal, which at one point, for about 5 to 10 minutes when Budimir came on, Osasuna looked a bit threatened. They looked like they could score a goal. But then, of course, Pablo Torre with a counter-attack. Same way how they scored the first goal. Great counter-attack by Barcelona. Pablo Torre, ball over the top to Fermi Lopez. Fermi Lopez, couple touches. finds a great cross to Liwa, and Liwa scores to make it 23 La Liga goals, 3 goals above Kylian Mbappe. For me, the best players of the game goes to Balde. What a player, bro. What a player. What a sensational player, bro. One of the most important players for Barcelona this season. The best left back in the world this season. I've said it for so many months. I've said it since September, October, that this guy, when I made a preview of how I expect Barcelona's season to be like, I had a big emphasis on Balde and the season that he's going to have. And I said, if healthy and when healthy, and it's a big if, because Balde over the past 3 years, he's had injury moments. And I said, if Barcelona managed to keep Balde healthy and injury-free, expect Balde to flourish. And expect Barcelona to do well because of how good Balde is on the left-hand side. And this is, now you're seeing a sign of that, where, best left back in the world. I think no question about it in terms of what he's done so far this season. But it's not just being the best left back. It's how is he the best left back? And that is done by the runs that he's making. Sensational. He made about 2-3 runs, gave me basically Marcelo vibes, where he just takes the ball, drives with it, and doesn't even get tackled or intercepted. The crosses that he's making, he's putting himself in good positions. He's attacking. He knows where to be in the final third. And I think his decision-making is very good. He knows when to overlap and when not to overlap. And I think defensively this season, he's gotten a lot better. He's gotten a lot better. His recoveries are much better and his awareness is much better. He is slowly and gradually becoming a complete left back. There is still a couple flaws in his game, still a couple hiccups in this game, but I think give it maybe one more. If he continues this next season and if he's having a consistent back-to-back year, because this is the problem with a lot of young players, where they have a great year and then the next year it's a hit and miss, injuries. Then, consistency is important in football. So if he showcases the next season, if he maintains the next season, then you can easily say he might be one of the most complete fullbacks in today's game. He's one person. Pedri, I feel bad for him, bro. This guy completed the most passes. How many? It's created to be fair, 2 chances a bit misleading. This guy, every time, every Barcelona match review that I do, and I compliment him. I always say this guy had his fingerprints on every chance, which is true. And again, he's gonna come with 0 goals, 0 assists, and people are gonna think he's having a bad game, slow game, poor game, no impact. But if you watch the game, this guy's important. This guy is literally the most important Barcelona player. No question about it. Like, some of the dribbles that he was making, some of the passes he was making, Barcelona's wasting his chances. Like, Ferran missed the chance of his assist. He's getting his chances wasted left, right, centre. And, freaking hell, man. Then, I think Frankie had a good 45 minutes. Of course, the first goal, I think 50% of that was him. Great backheel 1-2 with Ferran, and of course the pass to Balde, which is a great pass just in front of him, not behind him, which sometimes some players, they make the mistake of passing it in behind, which slows the run from the player. The pass needs to get right there in the running lane of the player, which he did very well. I think he's having a great remontada season. Great 2025 for Frankie de Jong. Another person is Lamine Yamal. Tricky. I'm quite surprised he played 90 minutes. I'm not surprised, of course, Pedri being taken out, because, of course, he just played with Spain playing 100. Like, Lamine playing 120 minutes, playing 90 minutes surprised me, because he just came off playing 120 minutes. I expected Lamine Yamal literally to be taken off after 45 minutes, which he didn't. So that was a surprise. Dani Olmo, of course, got injured 28 minutes into the game. I don't know what that does for him in terms of, again, Dani Olmo this season has always had injury moments. And this was the biggest question about him when of course, when he got signed, and I made a video about it and say, listen, Barcelona's getting a great player, but one thing to bear in mind, this guy has had a lot of injury moments at Leipzig. Like, every season, he's getting injured 3 or 4 times, and he's out for about a week, sometimes a month. I'm not sure how serious this injury is. If he's out for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which puts into question because, of course, with Casado being out, where's Casado? 1 second. With Casado being out, and of course, Mark Bernard's been out the whole season, and now with Dani Olmo being out, you're basically asking, all right, Pedri and Frankie's going to be there. Who's going to be taking that other position? Because Rafinha's going to be back. So is the last position going to be between Fermin Lopez, who of course had the assist? Is it going to be between Gavi or between Pablo Torre, who for me, had a good cameo? And I questioned it. That was one game which I said, where's Pablo Torre? Like, why has Pablo Torre not played? For me, he's very talented, very talented. I rate him. I remember him. I don't know when it was. Was it September or October? I think it was September, where he had a game against Girona or Villarreal where he scored 2 goals. He scored 2 goals and he was getting a lot of minutes off the bench and starting. And he did well. And then out of nowhere, boom, disappeared. Blue moon out of nowhere. We never saw him. So of course, he played 45 minutes. And I think if Dani Olmo's out with a long injury, why not give it to Pablo Torre for a couple more minutes? Other than that, listen, it was expected, routine, Barcelona win. Puts them now 3 as of right now with no more postponed games and no more delayed games or game in hand or anything of that sort. It now puts them 3 points, ahead of Real Madrid. And the goal difference is, of course, much better. And it's not going to change. Barcelona will always score more goals than us. Nothing surprising about the season. Which puts this La Liga into question. With 10 games to go, do we really expect Barcelona to drop 2 games? And if we go with that scenario, do we expect us to win every single game for 10 games? Bearing in mind, we've got a game against Barcelona away from home against the same team who beat us 9-2 this season. That's why I'm saying, put the La Liga in the bag, fam. For me, La Liga's over. I'll be very surprised. And again, I would love to be proven wrong. Nah, I don't think that's going to happen. Because you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's not just this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are literally unbeaten in 2025. It's them and Paris Saint-Germain who's been unbeaten this whole 2025. Look at them. They're amongst one of the best teams in the world. And you can't question it. But that is, of course, the match review for today between Barcelona and Osasuna. We are going to be back, of course, with this weekend where we are... What do we have? We've got Madrid Leganes and, of course, Barcelona against Girona. Expect nothing to change. Expect Barcelona to win comfortably, 3 or 4-0, and expect Madrid to, as always, to struggle and to have a difficult game and to barely get past Leganes, which is... I'm hoping that's the case. Put down in the comments what you guys made of the game, your thoughts, your reaction, your best players, and of course the Haywan of the match. I did not forget. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes you guys, I see you down in the comments. Yo, you forgot who the Haywan of the match is. You forgot the Haywan of the match. For me, I'm going to give it to one person only, yeah? The Haywan of the match, fam, goes to one person and one person only. To the 10 Osasuna fans who decided to pay 100 euros an Uber or maybe train tickets, 40 or 50 euros, for you to travel 5 hours from Osasuna, from Pamplona, the city, to Barcelona. And you thought to yourself, you know what? I expect Osasuna to get something, have some shame. You wasted 5 hours this way and 5 hours return, so 10 hours in total. Your day is done. And you wasted money. If you drove there, you wasted petrol. Of course, with the food. If you wanted to stay over, because it's now technically, what time is it in Spain now? It's 11 p.m. in Spain. So you might stay over for the night. Brother, come on, man. You know what? Well, you are the Haywan of the match. Congratulations. But like I said, comment down your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And we are back tomorrow with another video. Peace.